Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the SJC Pathfinder. Quick note, I am not paid by SJC. I pay for this with my own money. I know the SJC endorsement model is, as soon as you buy it, you're part of the family and they'll repost it on Instagram and such, but I don't receive money from these guys. This came out of my own wallet. Another note, I have been part of the SJC family since 2013. That is an SJC custom snare. Anyone from the company watching it, I noticed my snare is missing from the like 2018 rebuild the web page pictures. Put it back up there. What the hell, guys? Just kidding. I really don't care. So why did I get to the SJC? Well, I used to have this guy over here, which is the Orange County Venice kit. I mean, I like this kit. It is massive sounding. This bass is a cannon. But before a gig the other week, I noticed that the shell was cracking and the plies were splitting. That's no bueno. You know, the floor tom is still good. The bass drum is still good. I probably keep this as a practice kit, but I didn't want the tom to like explode mid-set. You know, that would not be ideal. So, you know, I was kind of looking at getting a custom kit, but, you know, this forced me to go under budget to get a new one. So, bottom line, I would recommend this kit to somebody. Things I do like about it, I like the finish. I got the Cyber Yellow from Sweetwater. And it's a pretty cool looking kit. Like, it's got that natural wood grain, if you can see there. The black hardware is pretty nice. And this kit booms. It is loud. It moves some air. I play in a 90s rock band right now, and, you know, you gotta be loud in a band like that. So I really like that. But things I don't like, and this is where I kind of can compare and contrast some stuff here. So first things first, this snare drum here is an SJC custom, so I can actually say the differences between the nice American-made custom stuff and the mass-produced Taiwan stuff. Not bad that it's made in Taiwan. There's a lot of good stuff that comes out of Taiwan. Pearl, I think, makes a lot of their drums there. Don't quote me on that. But that doesn't necessarily mean bad, but it means that the attention to details is not going to be there. And the level of quality of the hardware might not be the same. So the first thing I notice is some of the bearing edges are a little rough, especially up here on the rack tom. There were some spots I had to kind of take some fine sandpaper and sand out and smooth out, just because it was, you know, it looked like it was routed and someone just didn't take the time to hand sand it and really get it nice and clean. That's okay. This is a line kit. You gotta expect that. It's kind of like when you buy a cheaper guitar, you gotta file the frets yourself. Same thing. If you're gonna sand it, don't go hard on it, guys. That will screw up your bearing heads. I just took some of the nicks and stuff like that out of this. And the second thing I didn't like is the stock heads. So they come with SJC branded Evans heads. This is a single ply coated head that came on the rack tom up here. You had a single ply coated head on the floor tom, and then a clear single ply with a ring around it for the bass. I don't like the sound of these. There's too much attack, not enough resonance, so that's what happens. It ends up on the floor. So I went ahead and got Remo Emperors. I kept the resonant heads on these. You know, the single ply, pretty similar to like an Ambassador or a Diplomat, so it didn't really matter to me. And I put the power stroke here on the bass drum just because I like having a little bit more resonance that comes from the power stroke, a little bit more air movement back and forth between that and the resonant head. Personal preference, and, you know, whoever, you be you, boo, you know. The second thing I didn't like is the rims. They felt light and they felt kind of lower quality. Again, this is an off-the-line kit. I mean, it's probably fine. As long as you star tune and tune your toms correctly, it'll be a while before these warp. And yes, your rims warp. They're expendable parts on your drums. They're not gonna last forever. Eventually you gotta do something with them, right? But compared to the custom, these rims, I mean, I could probably run this over with my truck and nothing would happen. This is gonna last forever down here. These, maybe not so much. But other than that, it works, right? It's good. It's good rock kit, and it holds itself together. I would recommend buying it. It was really easy to put together. I mean, if you've ever played a drum set before in your life, you're going to be able to put the rims back on. But before I, end this video, the thing I kind of noticed that this tom, I tune my drums low. Yes, I know. So that took forever and a half to get any sort of tone out of. But that is typical of 16-inch toms or 12-inch toms. For some reason, they just don't want to cooperate with a lot of people. But other than that, you know, bass drum, that is super kicky. That will get you moving. If you got a thumper, gotta be awesome. And then, you know, floor tom, a lot of attack, a lot of resonance. So, you know, I would buy this kit. If you're a rock drummer, you're good to go, right? This got to do a little bit of work. I highly recommend getting different heads than the stock heads on these things. And then also, you know, you got to do it, right? Everyone's doing it. If you're not doing it, you're not part of the club. You know, you gotta put the porthole in there. If you don't put the hole in your bass drum, you're not cool. So that's it. Again, I got this from Sweetwater for, I think, just under $700. I recommend going through Sweetwater. They had this color, SJC did not. So it's good stuff. Yep, any questions, put them in the comments below.